Hi, good evening. A very warm good evening. I'm live and and live because there was one query, one comment which I got, and multiple messages in the form of mails as well as WhatsApp. Is that can you tell us or can you take us through this ability of decision taking, specifically when it comes to the first line or the second line managers? Before that, let me just take you through a few things. Is that as a line manager, when you're dealing with team, so there are multiple attributes, but predominantly, if I talk of three major things which a manager should have, that doesn't mean he should not have other things. Obviously, he should have other things, but three major things. The first one is the problem solving capability. A manager should have this capability of problem solving as a manager, the first one. And the second one is a manager should have the skill and knowledge. These two are totally different, but if you start understanding each thing layer by line, both actually merge or converge to one point. So the second thing, the manager should have skill and knowledge. And the third thing is that a manager should have the decision making ability. So apart from this, obviously integrity should be there. Manager should have empathy, have team building attitude, ability. A lot of things are there. But one thing which creates or makes a difference between the best manager and an average manager, specifically when it comes to the pharmaceutical industry, where an area manager or a regional manager is one thing. And that one thing is, believe me, is decision making ability. I'll repeat, it's decision making ability. As a line manager, specifically when you're area manager or a regional manager, your ability to take a decision is what makes you as a best performing manager. So now let's understand why a manager doesn't take a decision. Why? Let's understand. Because if anyone takes a decision, anyone, it's not manager, anyone takes a decision, there are two outcomes. The first one is the desired outcome. That means what have I desired? That or what I want. That's the desired outcome. And the second is an outcome which we don't desire. So there is always a conflict going in mind that if I take the X decision, will the result be as per my desire, or the result will be something which I don't desire? So when there's a conflict, when there's a confusion, that time the managers, specifically the young managers, the area manager, the regional managers, they hesitate to take a decision. So then again, you may ask this question. Before you ask, let me make it very clear. Then how do we empower ourselves? How do we enhance the capability of a manager, as it's a live session, as a manager, to improve our decision making ability? We can improve our decision making ability only with one thing. If you have a robust data analytical skills, because any decision you take, any decision you make, it should not be only based on a gut feeling. It should be purely supported by data, based on the historic data, plus some data which can be, I would say, which can, you can understand that with this historic data, what would be the future data. So based on this amalgamation of all the data and your experience, then you have to take a decision, or you have to make a decision. But believe me, any decision you take or make as a manager or as a normal human being, there will be always, obviously, two results: desired outcome and an outcome which I don't require. But if you increase the data analytical ability of a manager, then obviously the chances of the outcome which you don't desire or don't want will decrease. So that's the key. As a manager, obviously, you should have that empathy. You should have that courage to lead a team. You should have the people management skill. You should have the process management skill. You should have a balance between the people, the process, the performance, the outcome, the results. And you should always be a team player. Obviously, yes. But if you lack this decision making ability, believe me, you will be an average manager. Obviously, integrity is also a vital part as a leader. But if you have everything but you don't take a decision, that is what you are basically making yourself a manager which doesn't move ahead, a manager who doesn't see things as a progressive thought process. What's your say on this? Will this video, which I made live right now, will help you to analyze this data, understand this data, slice the problem, dissect the problem, then use your skill, use your experience, use your gut feeling to take a decision. And if you feel that, obviously, yes, this video will help me, please encourage me in terms of putting in the comments. In case you have any query, any topic which you want that I should make live or recorded, you're always welcome. With this is Raj signing off. See you soon. Bye bye.